Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle to the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Thank you for your donations. We had Jaseline, tarot reader, Karima, MR, Bartman's a member for 2 years. Welcome, Bartman. I appreciate you being a member for 2 years. What is going on, everybody? It is a fine Monday evening. So we survived just another manic Monday. Wish it was Sunday. That was my fun day. Wow, I am behind the times on the calendar. Christmas is a week from now. Wow, that is going to be one slow week next week. At work, that is going to be one slow week next week. All right, but yeah, thank you, Karima, tarot reader, Jocelyn. We got Bartman up in the house as well. Solid victory, too. Let's go with A is first tonight. A wants to know, question number 1. Give me the next 2 weeks in general. Let's see what the next 2 weeks looks like over there. We got 2 of Swords, Star, and 2 of Pentacles. Couple of 2s over here. It is about a little bit about balancing things out, trying to get things hammered out. It feels like there's a lot of pending things sort of swirling around that do need addressing, that do need some sort of a look, some sort of an examination, some sort of at least kind of a perusal at this point. You got a 2 of Swords, a couple of beach scenes in the combo here. The beach scenes just kind of say that, I mean, hey, we're sort of at that point to where we need to choose the land or the water. We need to do something different. We need to sort of make a decision. We're sort of backed up into an area we can't do much more, and we're going to need to invent, or we're going to need to create, or we're going to need to at least get some motivation to do something a little bit on the edge or a little bit adventurous as it goes. It does feel like as we're wrapping up the year, what is still pending, what needs to be handled, what needs to be addressed, and more importantly, how are we going to do it as far as that is concerned over there. So you do have a couple of big decisions the next 2 weeks, a lot of 2s, a lot of decisiveness, a lot of change, and sort of the Star. How are you going to sort of put everything on the plate and get it sort of magnified, get it sort of spread out, and the puzzle, the game spread out to where you can kind of figure out how we're going to play it. Stephanie, thanks for your donation. I appreciate you. They gave me the silent treatment. Will I hear back from them, or am I stuck in the silent treatment? Let's see what's going on. Sounds like we got ghosted over there. Let's see how that is going to work. We got RD in the house on the PayPal side. We got ML on the PayPal side as well. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right, let's look at this other thing. Will I hear back, or am I being ghosted over here? Let's see what's going on with that. It feels like the Chariot and the Moon says they will return. It's almost like that they're on a big adventure, or they're going somewhere distant, or they're sort of headed your direction. We have 2 sort of indications that they're headed your direction. They have at least turned the corner, they have turned it, and they are headed your way. So I think that is something that's quite possible indeed here, especially with the 7 of Wands. Maybe they were hesitant. They were very hesitant about contacting, about connecting, about getting things the way that it needed to be. But right now, I think that they're sort of changing, modifying it. They're going to get it more clear. They're going to be more obvious, and it's going to be something that's going to be easier to process, and definitely on the to-do list for them. So I do think that you will hear from them again, and I do think that it's just sort of a little bit of a distance. It's just kind of the way it goes. It's like, it almost feels like something they didn't intend to do, but it sort of just came about as far as that goes. We got a couple more PayPals. We got the MM, and we got the RD. Thanks for your PayPal donations. I'm putting you in the queue. You will be after Karima phase 2 right there. So we're going to do these, and then the 2 PayPals will be right there. In the meantime, MR's got a question. They want to know, What's going on over here? Let's see how that is looking with a little bit of the Baroque Tarot. We're all a little bit of Baroque because it is the season to spend the money, but you know, this is the way it goes. WC High Priestess, Karima, WC again, Kay.b. What's going on? Appreciate you hanging out. We got a Louisa in the chat as well. What's up? Becca Boo, good to see you. How you doing? And let's see, Tarot Magician was here. The Tarot Magician's busy with the baby right now. I guess she'll be back a little bit later. So yeah, Daniel's next actions towards me. I don't know. Let's see if D's going to be all right in the mix over here. 8 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. Man, it feels like they have a really big reunion, a really big connection, something that's pending, something that's waiting, something that needs to happen. It feels like they come into you with this exciting news and like, yo, this is what's happening. These are the great things. This is exciting. And just a lot of sort of this pending animation or this pending feels of something big's happening. Something big is looming over us with this big Empress and the 10 of Pentacles. It's almost like that they just have this insane news for you and they really want to just share it. And I think that is going to be the next actions they take towards you. It's almost like basically you wait at this point. There's nothing you can do here. There's nothing where people are just sort of waiting around. And, you know, it's more like just sort of wait and let them do the next piece. Let them reveal the next piece of the puzzle, because the 10 of Pentacles says they're coming in with something big, exciting, and definitely something that you want to engage in, and something that's going to change kind of the nature of what you guys are doing over there. All right, let's see. Excuse me, who is next over there? We need some agua. It is time for some agua up in the house. It is time for some agua up in the house. All right, let's do a little bit of Victorian Romantic Tarot for Karima Phase 1. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. Slots. I assume you are RD. Slots. Are you RD? You're in the mix, RD. You're over here. You're right there. So you can do PayPal. You can do Super Chat. You can do whatever you feel like. You're in the mix. But yeah, so I do need to still add that feature, right? I said I was going to add it yesterday, but I'm too lazy. I'll add it tomorrow. You know, I always add it tomorrow. It's always tomorrow. Karima, Bountiful Sea Turtle. Thank you for your donations. I appreciate you. We got WC up in there. Crafty Lady. What is going on, Crafty Lady? Good to see you. How you doing? We got Kay.b up in the house. Thank you very much for your donations. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. We got a little bit of S's current feelings for me and what are the prominent thoughts going on. Wheel of Fortune. It's kind of the same old, same old. I really think they're stuck in a cycle right now. And it's not a bad cycle. It's a good cycle. It's like, I need to do this. I need to do that. You know, I just have a lot of things that need to be done. It's a very much this feeling that they have right now of they're backlogged. So they're backlogged and they need to handle some things. They need to get some things done and handled with that. The Magician with the heel, with the heel, high heel of fortune. The Wheel of Fortune with the Magician talks about just this backlog of activity, like this big 10 of Wands, where I need to do some things. I have a lot of things pending, and I just need to just get it hammered out. It feels like it's time just to put the feet to the pavement and just get a lot of things moving on here, because it feels like that's just where they're at right now. The end of the year's coming. They do feel like they need to get some stuff wrapped up or get some moving on some stuff. They feel like they've neglected a few things, but they are sort of working hard on that right now. 8 of Pentacles just started putting in the work, making everything happen, making it all go well. 7 of Cups is an interesting one as well. As far as the feelings, they just have a lot of everything. It's one of everything right now. There's not like one dominant thing that is sort of bothering them, that's putting them on the line. It just feels like it's a ton of every little thing needs to be done right now, and it's all sort of piling up. So 7 of Cups Cups just says we have a lot of stuff up in the air, a lot of illusion, a lot of imagination happening right now. So the feelings are just mixed up within the context of all of this other stuff. All right, let's also see what are the most prominent thoughts of me at the moment. Let's see what kind of prominent thoughts we have. Good, bad, indifferent, what have you. What kind of thoughts are going through the head. Let's see the Hanged Man with the Two of Cups. You know, this is one of the things. For 2024, we need to do things differently. We don't know how we need to do things differently, but we need to do things a little bit differently. It's that thing I was talking about where the major change is coming in 2024. And part of that is because I just need change. I just need to alter some things. I just need to react to differently to some things happening with this, right? Hanged Man with the Two of Cups. Prominent thought is, how are you going to do 2024? Is it going to be drastically different? Is it going to be the same? It's almost like that they have that itch of, I need to do something different. We need to evolve this. We need to get some stuff going through over here, making it happen. The Ten of Pentacles, happy home, happy family, needs to be realized. And what can I do next year? What can I do in the upcoming 2024 and sort of get that mood, get that mode going? And it's almost like we can't do this year again. I don't want to repeat this year. This year is getting repetitive. This year is not as robust as it should have been. This year is not as, not as focused as what we kind of needed to do over here. And we definitely need to be changing some things in 2024 indeed. So it is looming, and a lot of people are getting that itch, like, I need to do something. I don't know what. I need to do something over here. All right, let's get to our reader in the mix with a little bit. Ellen Dugan's Witches Tarot over there. So yeah, making it happen. WC, thank you for your other donation. WC, you've reached the maximum donations tonight. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. Can I do some creative work with the tarot cards? Can I or can I not? Ooh, that's nice. The world says yes. The world says there's a lot of stuff we haven't done yet. We haven't sort of completed. We haven't just embraced at the moment, right? Eight of Cups. There's a lot of tarot that you just kind of don't want to put up with. You don't want to really, go full steam with these things. You kind of want to back off a little bit, re-examine what's expected of you, or re-examine how you're treating things and sort of figure that out. But there's some abandonment that you need to do here. If you need to do some if you need to do something different, that's okay. But I think the main thing here is abandon anything that's not working, that's not fully functioning, that's not making the grade that you need it to be. The star says you have your goals lined out and you need to stick with them. I think what happens is we get really distracted sometimes and we just going here and there. We're not really taking this seriously, or maybe we're taking it too seriously. The star just says make sure your path is laid out, make sure everything is available, and you definitely have a goal in mind as far as that goes. Because you have two big majors over here in the world, says you have a lot to do, a lot to go forth with. So I think that you can do some creative work indeed. Just make sure that it's constructive creative work and it's not something that's just going to horrifically waste your time, right? It's kind of like we check emails over and over and over and over. We check messages here over and over and over and over. It's just one of those things where don't do anything that's not constructive, that's not building. You definitely want to have that motion of doing big changes or doing things that are on our path, especially as we approach the new year and going forward, what have you. All right, we got the Wonder World Tarot is next. Let's make that happen. We got a general reading, please. Let's see what kind of general reading we got going on over there. See what is happening in the general state. Yeah, we got a little bit here of the King of Cups and the Ace of Swords and a King of Swords. It really feels like connections are being broken at the moment. You really, really have, right? You really, really have gotten in this mode to where connections are going to be broken. Things are not going to be the way that they used to with your connections. You definitely need to sort of figure out which connections are important, are, which connections are not over here. It feels like the Ace of Swords says you have a new connection coming in, and this new connection is going to take over a lot of the old stuff, take over a lot of the stuff that you kind of have going through there, and you definitely need to, sort of figure out what the new role of the new person is. In 2024, you have a big person coming in with a new adventure, new environment, new motives, new motivations as well. And the Ace of Swords says it kind of takes over a lot of the connections that you currently have. So there will be some severed connections coming in 2024 for you. So just be prepared for that. Is it worth it? Is it the new person worth the time? The new person worth the disappointed others? I think maybe, but you definitely have to figure that out before you dive straight in. Overall, the King of Cups says don't get too emotionally involved with the new connection with the new person. Let this sort of organically take its toll, take its place in your life. Don't sort of push that up front, and don't push that to the front, because that is going to be neglectful for some other stuff that you have going on over there. We got Bartman is next with the Tarot of Dragons. Let's make it happen. We got one more reading with the Wonder World of Tarot, because I like that one so much, and then we will put that one aside. We will put that one aside indeed. So let's see what's going on here. All right, Bartman wants to know, how's my friendship with D, the male so far? Let's see how the friendship is working, how it's doing, and how things are going to be improved with this particular individual. All right, let's see. Ooh, you got a little bit of a hermit? I don't know. Excuse me. There's only so much you can do with this person. It feels like this person does their own thing. There's only so much you can do. Now, clearly, I'm not saying just give up on the person, but I'm saying, put forth the level of effort that you need to. Do whatever is right. Do whatever you feel is good with this individual, but there's only so much you can do with them, and you really can't make a lot of the, progress that you would like to with this individual. You're kind of starting out over here with the Hermit. With the Hermit card. And I'm not saying the Hermit's bad, right? You have a Seven of Cups. This is somebody who has a lot of different ventures, a lot of different things that they do on a daily basis. It feels like they almost have too many things going on. And this is somebody as well that's a little bit scattered-brained, and they're not going to have a ton of focus. They're not going to be on point like they need to be with some stuff, so don't rely on them with anything that's going to be super important. This is sort of a casual kind of connection, casual person as it, as it goes with that. So this is a Five of Cups, kind of being abandoned by things, abandoned by emotions. It seems like they could have a lot of just bad luck stuff happening, right? They could have a little bit of just a bad luck within them. Like they're constantly, this happened and constantly that happening. The Five of Cups is sort of living in this level of disappointment a lot. So they do have a lot of stories about how they're disappointed. They're living within the level of disappointment, what have you. Overall, I think that they're just a good person to have around, though. They do have the Moon card, which has a good emotional connection. It kind of picks you up emotionally. They're kind of fun and nice, and they're just sort of, a cool person to have around. But yeah, they do have a little bit of a disappointment side, like everything is bad, everything is sad. It feels like you have a lot of that, right? This is bad, this is sad, and then this is bad, this is sad. And it feels like, how much of that crap do you have going on, How much of that crap do you have going on? Why is everything bad and sad and all that other stuff? January, it's not going to be bad and sad, though, for Silent Victory is next. Let's see what kind of January reading we can get going through here. All excited about January 2024 around the corner, and that is what I'm talking about. All right, let's see where this is going to be. Got Death Empress, two big cards over here. January, Silent Victory. This is about handling your emotions, getting your emotions on track. It does feel like the emotions are going to be all over the place, and it's a matter of sort of handling that. The emotions are all over the place because of the amount of changes you have coming up in the next year. It's almost like that the first 3 months of the year, you have so many changes that it feels like that you're not really, you know, that you're like trying to just figure out what to do next. It's almost like too many changes. Like you hop over here and it's unstable. You hop over there, it's unstable. You hop over there, it's unstable. Good news is it stabilizes out, but not after a level of shuffling and a level of musical chairs sort of having in that real life. The death card says the changes are inevitable and they're coming for you in quite a substantial way. Queen of Wands says we're able to handle that, not a problem. It's not like this is just going to be something detrimental. We can't deal with it, whatnot. I think you'd be just fine with that. But the Queen of Wands just says be careful with that. This is something that you definitely want to get a hold of the changes as you can, and I think it's going to be all right going forward there. All right. So yeah, a little bit of the 2024 stuff going on there. Crystals and painting, and thank you for your donations. All right, we got Karima next stage over here, and then we're going to do the PayPal side. I did not forget about you, I promise. Did not forget about you, I promise. With the PayPal side, let's get a little bit of the more romance as the modern love tarot goes forth over here. We love us a modern love because modern love is the love of the modern, apparently, yes. What are the hidden thoughts about me at the moment that he can't tell me? And let's see what kind of actions we have in the pending queue over there. All right. Let's see here. Hidden thoughts about me that he can't tell me. Ace of Cups, Hanged Man, and the Page of Swords. Man, they just feel like that they can't tell you some stuff. They just can't tell you some stuff. Like I can't have an open discussion with you about anything. There's certain topics that are just off the table. Right, you have that Page of Swords. I try, but I can't discuss these things with you because maybe they're too different. Maybe you don't agree with them. Maybe they're not on the same vein or the same light as what you're thinking of. It almost feels like we're different emotionally. We're different emotionally sometimes as far as how we react to certain things. It's almost like you get emotional about some stuff that they would not normally get emotional about, and it sort of affects the communication. They feel like they can't talk about just anything with you and what have you. But yeah, that Page of Swords, right? Just can't talk about some stuff, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. We got Amanda, thank you for your donation as well. I appreciate you. All right, but yeah, the Six of Wands as well is good though, right? They're one of the hidden thoughts about you is I think a lot of people are on our side. A lot of people are with us. And then it comes back to the fear that they had before. And what are we going to do about all these people? What are we going to do about this person, that person, and what have you? But it feels like all of that is being relieved. They feel very confident in sort of sharing the environment, sharing the life, and getting things out in the open. I think that they like that quite a bit, and that is definitely a communication that they want to have with some others as well. So, you know, sort of getting the communication open, getting the communication lines open and available, and having a structured support of other people. We've seen that in a previous reading, and I think that is sort of going to come to pass over here. Five of Pentacles is interesting, all right? What actions is he planning to take towards me? I really think that he is sort of coming over. He's coming over a lot. You have this sort of this thing to where we're going to be spending quite a bit more time. We had talked about that before in 2024, but the Five of Pentacles says the separation is done. The separation is no more over here. Why do we say that? Because the Wheel of Fortune said, let's bring in a new normal, bring in a new excitement, bring in a new level of adventure that we kind of need to have right now, especially with this Page of Cups. It feels like right now we are a little bit emotionally separated. That's something that just sort of happens. But yeah, the Page of Cups says we need to be more emotionally in tune right now. And I think that being together, getting the separation and removing it is going to fix that. And I think that is the master plan. That is what we got going on in the next iteration of that. And off to the PayPal side that we go. Speaking of iterations, we have M is next. D's feeling about me after the relationships. Let's see. Feelings after convo. All right, we have a conversation. Oh man, we had a conversation, we had messages on relationships. How are they feeling after that message? Let's ask the witch with the Ask the Witch tarot over here and see if that conversation went anywhere, if that thing died out, because I don't know. You never know. You have a big conversation and you leave, and they may have taken it seriously, or they may have not taken it seriously. We don't know. We don't know. All right, well, did they take it seriously? Oh, man. Seven of Cups says you put out a lot of stuff on the table. So, this is one of those things where you needed to do it. You needed to converse. You needed to put it out on the table. It's definitely sort of into here. This is something where you had it all pent up. You had it all swirling. You had it all, in that mode of, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. And it feels like that really didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. It almost feels like that you sent the message and you didn't get a response that you were kind of looking for. You sort of sent it out there like a message in a bottle kind of thing. Knight of Wands says they didn't take any immediate reaction to it. So you're kind of like, hey, what's going on with all of that? By the way, donation cutoff. Kika will be the last donation of the night. We are packed up all the way down like here with PayPal donations. So we're going to get through these, but no more donations. Any more donations get put off until Wednesday night. But yeah, it's something you had to do. It's something you had to dump on the table. It's something that you had to make happen. The Tower says, how are they going to react? Yeah, on the surface, I think they reacted pretty good. They reacted pretty good. Inside, though, the Tower card says there's a lot to sort of peruse through here. There's a lot of things that need to happen here, and we need to sort of do something to handle this pretty quickly here. It feels like the Five of Swords, like you're trying to assert your dominance. You're trying to be like, I'm the boss, I do this, I do that. And I don't really think that works. I really think that you have to sort of reframe some of that into, this is what I would like, and how would you like to respond, or how would you like to process this, and what have you. It feels like that sort of the way that it was communicated was a little bit of, I'm dominant, right? The Five of Swords. There's a winner and there's a loser, and you're the loser, you said. Well, not really, but I mean, let's kind of have it, kind of in that mode of what you have to deal with over there. We also got RD, me and my partner, our future together. What kind of love do we have going on together and stuff? Let's see, RD, future of our love. Let's just see what happens. See what's going on. Becca Boo, how you doing? You sound a bit stuffed up in the nose. Yeah, I'm still sick from radiation. Still sick from radiation. So yeah, the way it goes. Lots and lots of fun. Tons and tons of fun. Tons and lots and tons and lots and tons of fun. All right, so what's going on there? The future of our love. Do we love each other? Love me, or love me not? Let's see what's going on, if they love or love not, or if they love the snot. I don't know. Let's see. You got the Ten of Swords, you got the World, you got the Page. But this is something that's kind of, this is something that needs a little bit of a break. This is not like a big, permanent thing, right? This big, permanent, big, structured thing. It feels like this is more of a temporary thing to where maybe we need some time apart. And you see that. It's almost like this person needs a little bit of independence, here. It's definitely not somebody who wants to be smothered or too much time together. So even no matter what they say, they still have that feels of, I need some independence. I need some distance with that. The World, right? We just need to sort of handle that. We can't be around all the time. And I think that's kind of one of those things as well that you just kind of have to deal with. Overall, the Ten of Swords just says if this person doesn't get their independence, they are going to come back a little bit aggressive. They are going to come back a little bit, upset, and just feels like you have to be a little bit, you got to be a little bit careful with this one. The Page of Pentacles, let's build this slowly. Let's not overcrowd it and just sort of let it breathe and let it happen as it goes. So there you go. I think that sort of rounds that up nice. We got WC and a ton of reads. So let's do WC. All of the WC reads in a row. all of the WC reads in a row. Let's make it happen. All right, let's see. WC number, we got the Scorpio action. We got the Scorpio action all day and all night is what I'm talking about here. Well, Scorpio and I work together. When are we working together? Will we not be working together over here? It feels like the Empress of the Tower. The Tower in this case points towards a building that we do work together in. The Four of Swords, we're working together here. We're working together in this particular building. The tower doesn't always mean a crumbling tower. A lot of times it means a work situation or work location or something in that vein. So I think that is pretty quality as far as that goes. And the Empress as well, we sort of comfort. And the Empress as well has a building in the background. The Empress has this nice building in the background. So you have lots of buildings. We are working together. We are together. We're making it happen. And I like that quite a bit. So let's look at the Four of Swords on the deck and wheel and kind of get a feel for what we're going to be doing on that as far as the timeline. Let's see, Four of Swords is looking like in about a month. I would say 1 month. So if you use numerology, you basically get a 1 out of that October time frame. So I think it's going to be in about a month. In uno month. Okay, all right, we got WC next. We'll do them all. We'll do them all in one shot. What does the Scorpio and I connection 2024 look like? Well, you got 1 month before you be working together, so that looks like a good connection, I would say, as far as that goes. Got a Three of Swords and a High Priestess. This is definitely something where they want to keep their distance. They want to keep their distance. This is somebody who's very attuned to what other people think about them, what other people are looking at, what other people see when they see them, right? That Three of Swords. We need to keep this in that professional realm. We need to keep this in a certain vein over here. But that Three of Swords just says you almost don't get what you want emotionally. You don't get the target that you're looking for with this individual, right? You got the High Priestess. There's stuff to learn about them that you haven't really bumped into yet. A little bit of that Scorpio, right? They give off a little bit, but not a ton. And then you got to kind of take it where it comes with that. But the King of Wands over here is nice because it just says we have some action, we have some adventures together. And I think that's going to be awesome and quite available to you indeed. So there you go. There you go with that. So we go with WC number 3 on let's see. Am I still in for the job? It's taken a long time to get this job. Let's find out if you can get the job or not. If you're gonna be sitting there doing all the hard work at the job, or somebody else is gonna be doing the hard work at the job. Oh, I think that you did get the job. I mean, this is sort of I got the job spread, right? You got that Wheel of Fortune over here, a standard job, a place that I can be, a place that I can enjoy, a place that I can hang out with and be present, be available here. 10 of Pentacles, earning the money, making the structure, making everything work with that. And then you have the Page of Wands as well is very good. Sort of getting started, leaping over and making it happen. So I do think that you got the job indeed. I think that it is looking good. It may be taking a long time because it is the end of the year and everybody is trying to get done whatever they need to get done because everybody wants something at the end of the year at the job, right? Because like they got to go on vacation for 5 months or whatever it is. So you have this feel of, getting things. All right, let's see what's going on with the last WC. Will I celebrate New York with the Scorpio? Are we going to be traveling together? Am I going to is the Scorpio going to be able to ride on my back through the water? Was it the Wolf and the Scorpio? Is that it? Is that it? I don't know. Anyway, traveling to New York looks like a no-go. I mean, it looks like an 8 of Wands. Like we have some shorter traveling. We have some traveling done here, there, and everywhere, but it really feels like there's no big travels coming, right? You have that 4 of Cups. It's just not something emotionally I'm available for, something that I need to do, something that I want to happen. 6 of Pentacles. There's other plans that we're going to make other than that. So, yeah, I just think that you will not be be traveling. You want to be celebrating with the Scorpio. The big party may be the big party without you. I'm sorry. It might be a big party and you are not going to be there. I don't know. As always, entertainment purposes only. Never party based on the fat man reading your cards on the internet. Stephanie is next. Let's see what is going on, Stephanie. Will our contract at B continue in January or February? We got a tarot throwdown, my friends.
Time for a tarot throwdown.
Let's throw down. If we got January on the left, we got February on the right, and see if the contract is going to get renewed in either of these months. Five of Wands, not so much. I would say January looks pretty good with that. I mean, do you have a March? I mean, I'm just saying, is there a March? The Emperor with the Page of Wands in January. It feels like the Emperor doesn't want to move. The Emperor doesn't want to do what they need to do with this Page of Wands. There's some delays. There's some things that they need. There's some things happening over here, and we're just not available for that. So the Emperor is there, but the Page of Wands says they're not taking many actions in January coming over on this. February, you got a Five of Wands and a Ten of Wands. It's almost like that the contract cannot continue in February. Maybe they're sort of rustling up the money. Maybe they're digging the pennies out from the couch, and they're trying to figure out basically where they're getting the money from. So if there's a March availability for this, I would look at that more than anything else. But I would definitely rule out January. February is definitely in the possibility, but you just kind of figure that out, long term here. So if there's a March, I would say that is looking better than anything else. Kay.b, you are right here, Kay.b. Kay.b, if you can't read your name, you're right there. You're right there, Kay.b. We'll see if I can make it larger. Hang on. Kay.b keeps asking over and 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 over if they're still on the list. Just go ahead and we're going to see if we can make them a little bit larger over here. Kay.b. So we're going to do this. We're going to say list item. We're going to make it bold. There we go. We're going to make it bold. And let's see if we can make it 100-point font too. Can we do that? Can we make it 100-point font? Maybe not. I don't know. But yeah, Kay.b, you're right there. I made it bold, Kay.b, so you can see it. Maybe I'll make it yellow so Kay.b can see it. Let's see. Class equals yellow. Let's see if class equals yellow, if that's going to work. There we go. All right. Kay.b, you're now bold and a bigger font, and now you're bright yellow. So there we go. You're good to go now. You're good to go now. You can spot your name on Venus. If you happen to be living on Venus, you could spot your name now because there it is, right? There it is. All right, let's see who is next. We got Karima next phase. Let's make it happen over here. Let's see what Karima deck do we have going on now. You did like the TarotOracle deck, so we'll use that one. We'll use that TarotOracle deck and see where that is. Cinderella usually uses this one. She loves this one. I don't know where Cinderella went. Hopefully Cinderella's doing all right. So, but we will see here. Is he want any changes in this connection with me for the near future? Let's see how that is going to go. Let's see how that is going to go. Make a banana soup. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Banana soup sounds disgusting. Banana pudding, though, does not sound disgusting. I love me some banana pudding, but the problem is I'll eat the entire container of banana pudding. So I can't trust myself with banana pudding, You can't trust me with a banana pudding because I will eat the entire container, whatever the container is. If it's a 7-gallon container, I will consume all 7 gallons. All right. Is he wanting any changes in this connection with me for the near future? The answer looks like a yes. The 3 is about birth The 3 is about giving birth. The 3 is about creation. The 3 is about bringing in some innovations, bringing in some exciting things, bringing in some wonderful things that we all love, that we're all waiting for, that we're all excited about with that. So you have this new innovation, this new push, this new excitement, this new renovation that is waiting for us indeed. The king says, I'm going to actually make it happen here. I'm going to make it happen indeed. Now, what are we making happen? Building a new home together. The Page of Pentacles, building a new home, happy family, sort of perusal with that, and abandoning what is not working in our current situation. So that's the changes that he wants for the near future. Happy home, happy family, and moving past what is not working, moving past what is not functioning with that. All right, let's see. What is the biggest desire for the connection right now? Let's see what the desire is looking for, what the desire is looking at. What desire we have in the desire of the desire of the desire. Ooh, the 3, interesting indeed. What's the biggest desire for the connection? I mean, they still do want a threesome. You got a little bit of the threesome action over here with a little bit of this new inventiveness, this new creationism. You have a little bit of sort of, moving into the next phase, moving into the next object, and sort of getting something going with that. So threesome still on the plate. If you're going to be with it or not, sort of up to you as far as that goes. But I think that's one of the biggest desires, one of the fun connections, one of the things that is going here as well. It also feels like that one of the other biggest desires that they have with a connection is just sort of getting to know you on this long-term basis, getting to know you on a long term. Like, we're together here, we've been together, we're doing this, we're doing that together, and we just have these more activities together. It's kind of like making more of a stable, regular life rather than something adventurous and fun, you know what I'm saying? So sort of getting down to the basics, getting down to kind of what you need and where we need to be going with this. So that's what I think is in the mix over there. We got High Priestess is next in the mix. Let's get it going and get it going well. See, man, we haven't used an art deck in a long time. I do love me an art deck, especially this one. Especially this one. This is the exciting one over there. High Priestess want to know what are in Mr. N's thoughts, actions towards our work meeting today. He seems guarded. He seems guarded. I don't know if he's guarded or not. We'll see. I'll see if he can be able to sit down and get unguarded and get at least unguarded somewhat. I mean, I don't know. At least unguarded, at least a little bit. We'll see about that. All right, Mr. M, thoughts and actions going through here. You do have a Knight of Swords over there and a Chariot and a Death card. After a work meeting today, Mr. M wants you gone. Something about this individual, it's like they're sick of everything. They're tired of everything. They're at their wits' end. They don't know where to go. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to do it. And they feel like that they need to do something different. And I think either they're going to quit or they're going to get canned or something like that. But they feel so that Death card, they're constantly needing change. They're constantly desiring something new, something different, something that's going to be a little bit on the unique side coming through here, right? The Death card. I need something different. The Chariot, I'm willing to leave to get it. It just feels like this person's not happy, not content. They are guarded because they have a secret. I think the secret is they are going to be out of here. They are out of here, that Knight of Swords. I need to leave. I need to move. I need to get the adventure going. It's going to be very important. The Seven of Cups says they have a couple of offers on the table. They have a couple of things that they're looking forward to, but they can't do it right now. They have to wait. They have to wait because the end of the year, it's not a time to get hired somewhere, but I think this person is out of there. They are on the exit path right there. So the work meeting, they couldn't care less about it. They're going to do the minimum amount of the work they can. They're going to do the minimum amount of contribution they can, and they are just basically going to head out the door as soon as they possibly can. So this person is out. This person is out. We missed WC reading. I thought we got them all. I thought we had this WC moment where WC was on the table over and over. It was great. Mina was great too. What's up, Mina? How you doing? Good to see you. It's a fine Monday night. I wish it was Sunday. That was my fun day, but get up and run day. But today is Monday. The Three of Swords seems to be everywhere. You know, that's a Scorpio, though. I think the Scorpio don't want anyone's help. They don't want anyone's help because they think they know everything. They think they have everything handled. Why do they need your help if they have everything handled already? It's not like that you're better than them. So the Three of Swords says, I don't want your help. Eight of Cups says, I'm going to abandon your help, and it just feels like that they're not ready for any help right now. They're ready to do their own thing. They're ready to make their own thing happen, and I really don't think that they're going to want any help at all at this point. They're going to be like a little bit offended by it. I mean, no offense intended, but they're going to be a little bit offended. Like, why do I need some help? The Queen of Swords, a little bit of a biting remark or a little bit of a communication that's a little harsh, and the Three of Swords, get out with that stuff. Ain't nobody got time for help. Ain't nobody got the time for the help. Bountiful Sea Turtle does, though. Bountiful Sea Turtle. We have a turtle deck. Bountiful Sea Turtle. We have a turtle deck. Look at this. And if there's one deck that I would want for a Bountiful Sea Turtle reading, it's going to be this one. This is going to be your soulmate deck right here. This is going to be your soulmate deck. So turtle deck for a Bountiful Sea Turtle. Let's make it happen. We got the next month is coming up. Oh my. It is, I mean, December's half over. I don't know where December went, but January is upcoming. What's next coming in January over here? The Lovers is, January is all about getting the good connection, getting the good feels, putting yourself emotionally in a place where you're enjoying yourself. You appreciate what you have. You're enjoying the moment. It really feels like some of that sort of escaped you in the past couple of months, and it is time to really get focused and to really get on target with that right now. The Two of Swords says you have been a little bit too reflective, or you have been a little bit too intense into other things, but it's time to get back to love. And I think that love is going to be your big opportunity with the Lovers and with the Page of Wands. And it just feels like sort of going out, seeing new things, and getting new experiences is going to be one of your mainstays in January. And part of that is sort of getting back to love, appreciating the people that you love, finding the love that you need, getting the love moving in your life that is required, and sort of having a good time overall with that. So that is, I mean, we get the love balloons there. Becca Boo has us warmed up over there with the love balloons. We'll get it happening over there. We got a sea turtle for the sea turtle. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. That's what I'm talking about. And finally, Kay.b is next.
Hooray!
Kay.b is next over there.
I love you.
Hooray!
We finally it's finally here. It has been forever. It has been forever over there, and we need a Kay.b reading.
Hooray!
So hopefully Kay.b is still in the house, because we're going to use the owl deck. Who, you ask? It is for Kay.b. That's who. That's who over there. Now, Kay.b waited a year. Kay.b waited a year for this reading right now. So we need to figure out what's going on. All right, can we make this? Can we make this? Let's see. We got the Q is there. We got question tech. No, we can't do a big bright green. Okay, anyway, how does Chef feel about seeing me today? Four of Wands is good. A King of Swords, King of Wands, a lot of kings over here. They really feel like that we've started on something new. There's something new creeping in, something new happening, and they're ready for it. However, they're wondering, like, what is it, right? We're on the next page. We're in the next part of the adventure. We're in the next kind of feeling, the movement, what have you. The Four of Wands just says we have a happy home, happy family, sort of formulating, making it happen, getting out there, and that's a good thing overall. But the Temperance card says blending these two worlds together may be a little bit challenging. Is it something that we're willing to do? We're willing to work towards. I think that is obviously a big possibility here. But the King of Wands just says that you're going to have to step up and take some of the responsibility here. Like, you got some stuff to do in this connection. It's not all me. You got to do some stuff too. It feels like that you have some things pending, some things that need to happen over here. And the King of Wands, you may need to step up a little bit there. Overall, the Temperance says that we're blending the two worlds together. That's great. Happy home, happy family is great. But there's a couple of things that needed to action, a couple of things that need to happen here. And if you're available for it, if you're ready for it, I think they are ready for it indeed. So it's looking pretty good. After all of that time, hopefully the reading was worthwhile. If it wasn't worthwhile, oh well. All right, let's see what's going on. We got crystals and paint as next. Let's make it happen. With a little bit of crystal, a little bit of paint, we'll do all of this stuff right here. We get it all done over here with a dark mansion, tarot, making it happen tonight. Has my former co-worker friend found a new job yet? Let's see if they are in the mode. Let's see if they are in the mode for the new job, if they have the new job available, if it's something they're able to do. I think they found what they wanted, but it's not available, or they're getting ready for it. It almost feels like that they're getting the new job in the next 3 weeks. We're going to put that on the table. The next 3 weeks, we're going to get the new job, and that's going to be something that happens, right? The Lovers. I found what I want to do. I found where I want to be. I found the focus that I really like here, and that's going to be something exciting because I want to do it. Eight of Wands says I tried to do it. We flew over. They're not quite ready for us. They're not ready for us. Can we get this here in the next 3 weeks? I think so. So I do think that they got a new job in the next 3 weeks. If you're patient, you wait a little bit, I think this is somebody who is ready to rock and roll with that. So kinda, yeah, I guess we could do the thumbs up. So yeah, somewhat, sorta, although that way, sort of slightly, maybe, I guess. I think so, yes. So basically, yes, we're gonna go with a yes. We're gonna go with a yes, but hey, 3 weeks is 3 weeks. If you can't wait 3 weeks, then you have to wait 3 weeks anyway. That's what the Poe says. You know, Edgar Allan Poe has said that a lot. They say that quite a bit. It's in every one of their books and essays and short stories. They say that phrase over and over, right? If you can't wait 3 weeks, you can't wait 3 weeks, then you can't wait 3 weeks, or 3 weeks of waiting 3 weeks. What actions will he actually be taking towards me? And what he desires for the future, love connection at the moment. Let's see, what actions do we have pending here? We have the sort of that King of Pentacles. The money is flowing. The money is really flowing here on that King of Pentacles. And that's a good thing, because it's almost like that they haven't been spending money. They haven't been doing what they need to. And you have a little bit of a kind of thing, right? You have a little thing of about that, right? So yeah, we do have a King of Pentacles. The money is being spent. The money is being moved. The money has some action. The money has some things going through here. And the Temperance card as well. It's time to take a dip into the other side. Take a dip into this mixture, take a dip into sort of where things are, right? You have the Temperance card, blending two worlds together. We need to blend these together, and they're ready to blend these together. Finally, I think that's an action going through here. Now, be aware that the Three of Wands, a lot of the stuff that they've been talking about, they're going to be abandoned. A lot of the stuff they have been talking about, they're going to be abandoned. So just be aware of that, right? There's going to be a lot of sort of a change, a lot of a feeling change, a mood change with this. So that Three of Wands, we're looking at different things. We're looking at different availability as far as that goes. Overall, the King of Swords just says they're ready to communicate finally. And that's something that's important, because it feels like a lot of times that we need to communicate. We haven't had the availability. Maybe we haven't had the time. Maybe we haven't had the opportunity. But real meaningful communication needs to happen here. And I think that's something that they're ready finally to do with that. Let's see. What are his desires for the future of the connection? The future of the connection at the moment. What are the desires with that? The Justice card. Let the legal process do its thing. Let the chips fall where they may, right? Let the chips fall where they may. The Justice card said there's some ramifications to this move, to this action, and that's sort of the desire of let that get past me, or let that be in the past. It's something to where they don't want to be any pending stress. They want things to be good. They want things to be awesome. They don't want any pending stress. They want it all to be behind them. Even if they have to deal with it in the face, even if they have to deal with the face first, they're ready to make that happen. Ace of Wands as well. I just think the future of the connection is all about research. It's all about planning, and I think you both kind of know that. The future needs to be well-researched, well-planned. Otherwise, you'll get into a situation where it just didn't work, and it ain't working, it ain't gonna work. Overall, the Five of Cups. Let things that aren't working not survive. Don't sort of try to grasp things and hang on to it long-term. Don't try to make anything work. It's just a matter of sort of accepting the fact that things are going to be different, and just sort of letting the old things that ain't going to work slide out. Overall, emotional intelligence is important here. Getting good emotionally, getting focused emotionally is going to be very important indeed. All right, so there we go. Let's see. Desires for the future of the connection at the moment. So did I get both questions? Let me know if I got both questions. Let me know if I got both of those questions. Let me know. If not, I'll come back. If not, I'll come back to it. I think I did, but I'm under the weather a little bit, so I want to make sure. Anyway, Anne is next. Anne has been waiting a minute. Let's do a little bit of food tarot. A little bit of food tarot over there. I like that. Everybody loves a good bite. Well, loves a good bite. Except Dracula, I guess, or the victims of Dracula. They probably don't like a good bite. I have two things ready to make videos with. What are the outcomes on both of them? Let's find out what the outcomes are indeed. So the outcome to numero uno is going to be over here. What is the reactions on the first one? The reactions on the first one is nobody really takes it seriously. Nobody really takes it seriously. It's like you put in a lot of effort and nobody really takes it as seriously as you would like, right? The candy kisses, the Queen of Swords. It's almost like you're just putting something out there just to put something out there. You didn't really plan a lot. There's not a lot of tons of stuff happening with that. The Fool just kind of says this is a short-term adventure. It's not something you're going to be following up with. Not something that's going to be, super duper with everybody kind of thing. And the Ace of Pentacles, it feels like you could have done more. You should have done more on option one. So we're going to say option one is not a good option. Option one is not a good option. Option two has a lot better. Seven of Swords. This is almost like an escape you can get into, like a fantasy, an escape, a fun little venture, a fun little thing. I think that's going to be great overall. The Three of Wands says that this is looking a lot better. Option two is just looking better, and the reactions are much better. The Two of Cups, it resonates emotionally with people. People understand it better. People like it better. It feels like it's just a better overall, just a better thought out thing that they really appreciate. And this is something that is just, resonates a little better with everybody. I think that's a good thing, because the Seven of Swords is people are looking at this kind of as an escape, like I'm going to escape here, I'm going to do this thing, and it's not something that, it's not going to be like a reflection of my real life. I just want to escape and have some fun and enjoy it and all of that other good stuff. Amanda hopefully can enjoy a good love reading. Let's make that happen. Let's make it happen with some love, more love, and yet more love with the Amanda reads. We're going to stick with the Tasty Tarot over there. We had Be Random with me over there on the Tasty Tarot indeed. But yeah, we'll see about the love reading. The star says that things become much more clear. Things become much more obvious and simpler, and that's a good thing soon. Because in January to February, I'm going to say January 21st or 22nd, things really sort of map themselves out about where you should be going, what you should be doing with love, and what kind of exciting adventures are going to be on there. The star says the path is laid out before me. That's where I want to be. That's how I want to be. That's where I want to be focused on. And the Three of Cups has almost like a love celebration that is coming in that January time frame. And that's going to be something exciting that can carry you out a little bit farther into the year as far as we go. Eight of Swords says don't expect too much, though. There's a lot when we find something that's really nice and we really can embrace, we really sort of lean too much into it, or we put too much focus on it. So it's like, don't do that. Don't put a ton of focus on this. Let it just sort of happen the way it needs to happen, and a level of importance will come about later. But if we sort of lean in too much to that, I really think there's some disappointment across the way. So again, look for January 21st, 22nd. We have a lot of good things happening over there. Speaking of good things, let's make this happen there. Make good things happen over here with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot is right. Elemental Wisdom Tarot is right here. Let's see. Well, we got Karima. Let's see. What have we done on the Karima side? We got some monsters. We got some monsters. We're not doing the Thoth, apparently. But we have room. There's always room for Jello, and there's always room for monsters. That's what I'm saying. Has he been wishing or planning to follow through on the bigger stuff he says to me? Man, this person's got the promises laid out. They got the promises laid out. Are we really going to be able to deliver on this? Yeah, I really think that he's going to be able to deliver on this. I think this is something, right? You're looking at the Nine of Pentacles over here. That is, if you look at the Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles combo, that's one of those things to where you have a result, or a good result, or a good ending, right? So the Nine of Pentacles. So we worked hard in the Seven of Pentacles playing the seeds, and the Nine of Pentacles, the seeds have sprouted. They have made bigger things, and it's looking beautiful. The Nine of Pentacles is very exciting indeed. The Hierophant is an interesting card sort of to mix in here. It is about the serious thing, the big things. I think they're ready to make big options, ready to make big things happening here, right? So they do intend. The Six of Swords, hey, it's going to take a while. So this is something you have to understand. I can't deliver everything immediately. It's going to take a while, right? But the Ten of Pentacles, this is important to me. The Ten of Pentacles, I'm willing to work towards the happy home. I'm willing to make the happy home very focused and willing to make it happen. And they are very much on target about what they have been talking about. So I think that is a yes. We're going to go with that. We're a little bit of the thumbs up and a party too. Get the party balloon. Because, hey, deliver on the big things, the small things, not going to be a problem, right? Sort of waiting on that. What's the energy on what turns him the most on me currently? Let's see what energy we got. The Ten of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. Man, they really like the adventure side of you, right? I don't want boring. I want something exciting. I want something a little bit, on the adventurous side. It feels like the Four of Pentacles. Don't hold back. Don't put anything back. Don't put anything on the don't hold anything back. Let it all be available with a Four of Pentacles. Because the more we sort of hold back, the more we're a little bit held back and we're not expressive enough. And I think that's what they really want, is just a complete, just let loose, right? And I think that's something that you have the availability to do. You sort of embrace sometimes. And I think that's what they really enjoy with that. The Three of Swords as well. They kind of wonder where you want to go, with some of that energy. If that energy is sort of something that is going to be focused all the time, or is this something that's going to be temporary, but they do enjoy it and they like it a lot. The King of Pentacles just says that, overall you are very focused on them. You're very focused on the romance. You're very focused on the love, and they really like that. that. And the Ten of Wands, you don't get overwhelmed by your emotions. You don't get overwhelmed by, you know, sort of the logistical, logical things. You're able to switch those off and just have fun. And they really like that. A lot of people just get so attuned to all the logical, you know, day-to-day things, and they just become just a boring person. And the fact that you don't let that take you over is a good thing, very good thing indeed. We got Kika as next, and finally we got Nessa, and then we are out of here for the day for the final reads, my friends. The final reads. Let's use the deck you've been waiting for, which is the Forest Creatures version 2. Version 2. Does Seth feel about me? Do they like me at all? Or do they not like me? Let's see what Seth feels. Let's see how the feels go and see what happens with all of that. So, yeah, sushi does sound good. I haven't had sushi, man, in a long time. I think I had sushi years and years and years and years and years and years, probably like 20 years ago. I haven't had sushi in 20 years. I was thinking I've never had sushi, but I have had it. It was just a long time ago. How does Seth feel about me? 10 of coins, happy home, happy family, with the grouping, with the availability, with the development of this, the changes pending. They like it. They like that you're different. They like that you're not the same as everybody else. They like your unique features. They're able to grasp those. They're able to get those happening. They're able to get those. And the thing is, too, you sort of rock your own style. You don't let yourself be a little bit different and be bothered with it. You let yourself be a little bit different and you rock the style as it is. Sort of that death card, sort of doing your own thing, rocking your own kind of style. They really like that. As well as they have that happy home, happy family. They can see you being a good person to be around, a good person that's going to bring in some stability rather than tons of drama and stuff like that. And they really like that. They really like that a lot. So I'm going to say they have a thumbs up feel for you. A thumbs up feel for you. Speaking of thumbs up, if you can give me a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. It makes everybody think the channel's great, and they all come around. If you can do that like and a sub, I greatly appreciate that, because Vanessa is next and the finale read tonight, and we will be back on Wednesday. All right, Vanessa. Do you see past someone coming back? Oh, let's see with that. Oh, Jesus, that is a return of somebody. Yes, I do think that you have a fire sign coming back to you. You have a fire sign coming back to you. The Three of Cups, sort of that return, that joyousness, that celebration. The Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's in my life that used to be in my life, but they weren't. The Wheel of Fortune is kind of that good feeling of, yes, this is good. Yes, this is wonderful. Yes, I like this quite a bit. And I want to get back to normal here. And the Sun is kind of that reunion, the reunion, that angelic reunion. So we're going to go with a thumbs up indeed that they will be coming back from the past. And I will be coming back on a Wednesday. Thanks for being here. We will see you then.